It holds one soldier in place, maybe a second one, and it deals them a little bit of damage. But in survival, it's not infantry that you have to worry about because they do come from all directions, so it makes it a little difficult. But that's why we're carrying the Gaddy, because the Gaddy has the highest amount of DPS for infantry units. It's literally an infantry killer. As long as we have something next to it to heal, it will deal probably the highest DPS ground. Most infantry on the ground do not have armor, so the Gaddy murders them. If you look at the damage on the bear trap, you'll understand. It does 15 total. No. The bear traps, 10 on each side would be ridiculous. I'm going to show you the strategy that we can do here on Crossroads. It is very similar to what we did at Spiral, but we're going to do it a smaller version of that in each direction. What we have to keep in mind is a thing called upkeep. They have a maximum amount of units we can build, and if you want to know how many each unit cost, it's not one, it's on the upkeep. So if you press square on any unit, there's little boxes that appear next to the upkeep. Each box that's there, that's how much upkeep it takes. So if you notice that some of the tanks take up 4, the Devastator takes up 5. Thomas, are you over the age of 18? Okay, so you're 8. If I say something that you don't understand, just let me know. So, the square on your controller, if you press that on one of the units that you have, tell me if you see all the letters or words. If you see just the picture, then you have to hit triangle. I just need to know if you understand so far. Do you know how to look at square? I guess that's yes. So by seeing how much upkeep is on there, we have to use not only a resource management, but we have to manage how many units that we have out there. Anything that's a tank or the Gaddy, including the leveler. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have to get the right units and make them worth, or the best ones that we can play at that time. So in each area, we're going to use a strategy that's called a bottleneck strategy. It's going to be as small as a bottle at the neck of it, but we're going to put a lot of units there so we can stop them from marching forward. You will not need the hero, but the honeypot is better than the hero. If you look at the stats, which is all the numbers and stuff on the hero only repairs 22 points. The honeypot is a healing unit and it heals 60. So the best healing unit you have is the honeypot right now. Having more than one is probably not necessary. That includes the fixer that you just switched to. So our plan of attack, let's see, for Crossroads, I would say if you would switch... No, you don't need to switch. You can probably keep it the same. The Patcher is also useless. You have the Honeypot on. It is the best healing unit for survival. We don't need the Seeker because nothing flies in this crossroads. That's a bad unit too. It doesn't matter what you put in that spot. We're probably not going to use whatever you put in that slot. Well, it's a good thing that you own the Buster tank. That's a really good tank. It's one of the best tanks in the game, but it doesn't work well in survival in comparison to the Goliath and to the Devastator. It does have the pretty good damage per second on the ground for its size. So the first things that I want you to do when we start this map is you want to build a lot of jumpers. And I want you to build them 4 batches at a time. And you're going to take all 4 of them and run to all the 4 outpost bases and put them in each of those outpost bases. When all those bases are filled, I need you to meet up with me, and we're going to start building in each of the areas, the pathways. The game is going to start off in the first 4 waves, attacking us from 4 different directions by themselves. After wave 4, they're going to attack us from 4 directions. After wave 6, they're going to attack us from 8 directions. So what we'll have to do is we're going to build up a mounted defense against those. So the main thing that I want you to do is when you start the game, I want you to build 1 leveler and put it at the main base. Build a lot of jumpers and put 4 of them in each of the 4 outpost bases. So that means you're going to build 12 of them, or 16. 4 for each of the 4. Okay? You most likely won't get to them because we're going to have a lot of creeps being built. So the brutes, if you look at it on square, you have to wait until you're level 4 before you can use the brutes. When we start the game on the first 4 waves, you most likely won't be on level 4 yet. So we need an early game unit like the jumper. Later, after the jumper, then you can probably put the brutes out, but they most likely won't go into the bases. Okay? The Morty does less damage than the jumper, so we're going to stick to the jumper. Okay? Because the jumper also has a high weapon damage, which is like armored piercing. So your main responsibilities is to set the leveler down, make 16 jumpers, and build the Devastators, and support me on the stuff I'm building, okay? Is the Paladin one of your favorite Airmechs? Or have you tried any of the other Airmechs yet? Because they have a Try Me where you can play all of the Airmechs and sample them. Thomas, have you tried any other Airmechs besides the Striker that everybody has to start with? Okay. So besides the Striker that everybody starts with, the Paladin is the only one you've unlocked, right? If that's so, you can go into the sample, like if you're in a single player game, and you can go to Try Me and try out any Airmech just by looking at the picture. And when you look at the picture, there's an offer after inspecting them. and it will offer you a try me. You can't do that in the game where we're at currently. Good job. We're going to go ahead and start. Do you remember your plan? I hope you remember your part of the plan. Good. You don't have to call me boss or sir. My name is Jeff. I go by Jeffro on here. Are you there? I'm gonna need your help in a moment. Yes, Jeff is my name. I need you to start building those jumpers and put them in all the outpost bases. Once you're done with that, I'll need you to meet up with me. I'm going to need your help building. Alright, there you are. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to build 3 gaddies. When you have them built, I need you to shoot at me. Alright, come here. I need you to set them right here where I'm standing. Yep, once you set all 3 there, we're going to build up a defense here. We're trying to build a defense in all directions. Now that you have the 3rd gaddy, I'm going to put honeypots over here. I need you to build 3 more gaddies, and I'll show you the next spot that we're going to put them at, okay? Alright, once you have your gaddies, come shoot at me. Do you have them yet? I'm going to go to the far left. When you have your gaddies, come over to me. Alright, I need you to set your gaddies right behind these. Oh, there's nothing else that needs to be set here. That's too many. I need you to set your gaddies right behind here. Yep. And then once you're done with that, I need you to come over and find me. I'll be at the top right. And I need you to build more gaddies over here. You're going to set yours right behind these honey pots. I'll need 3 of them. Also stay on top of your upgrades. When you get the next gaddies, I'll need you to meet up with me again. I'm at the far bottom. I need you to set up gaddies right here where I'm standing. Alright, we're going to go to another spot. I'm going to be at the far right. When you're ready, meet me over here. I'll need 3 more gaddies over here. There's nothing over there to shoot. It's good to go. I need you over here to build my gaddies. Whenever you're ready. I need 3 gaddies. Alright, now that you've built that, I need you to go to all of the 8 directions and make sure that there's 3 gaddies at each of them. If there's 3 gaddies at each of them, I need you to come back and shoot at me. Alright, great. Now what I need you to do is, you're going to see on the map whenever there's red, start shooting it. That's to get your levels up. What I need you to do is, when you can start setting devastators, you're going to put devastators in each of these areas right next to the Goliath that I'm sitting down. But I don't want you to build Goliaths. I only want you to build devastators. Oh, these don't need to be built. They need to be in the area over here. So why don't you pick up like 4 of these guys and go put them in each of the groupings. Pick up 4 of them and put them in each of the 4 groupings, okay? I'm going to put down Goliaths, ultimate Goliaths, in each of the directions. Once you're done with those units, I need you to get to the level that you can start building the Devastator. Right now we're going to hold our defense with 1 Goliath until we get the Devastator. Okay, so I need you just to shoot at each of the units. You need to get to the level where you can build Devastators. Once you get a Devastator, I want you to set it right next to the Goliath that's there. You're going to do 8 Devastators. That's all on you. So right now, both of us are going to be shooting more until you get Devastators everywhere. So there should be 2 tanks in front is what you'll notice. And if you look at the top, there is a resource management thing. It's 162 to 163. It's going to go up in a few seconds. The reason for is that you didn't need to build those jumpers because you were too late on building them. If you would have built them earlier, we would have had them in the bases, but all the creeps got in the bases. So you should be able to build a There's more space now. There should be Devastator space now. I'm putting down generators. That's increasing our spot. The only thing I want you to build is Devastators, okay? So if one of the areas has 2 tanks in front of it, a Devastator and my ultimate Goliath, I want you to move to another area and set them down. It'll be a long while before you get enough Devastators every direction. This next wave that's coming, they're going to start hurting us. So all of this space is going to be for you to build your Devastators. There's way too many units here. All right. By the time you get all of the Devastators in all the directions, we should have won by then. You're doing really good. So I am shooting down any large amounts of red, and I'm just supporting while you're building your Devastators. We both don't need to be in the same area. Make sure you don't get yourself killed. This is the last wave, so they're going to send a lot of big units at us. So if you keep glancing at the map, if you see any red and it doesn't have green next to it, go shoot it. If you see any honeypots or gaddies blown up, build them and replace them. But make sure that there's 3 honeypots and 3 gaddies. But you should be building just devastators. I'm trying to run around to replace what is needed. Alright, here comes these big tanks. What is this here for? I'm not sure if you're done building devastators, but we don't got them all, but we won. Well, congrats. Oh, look, I got an Osprey quick charge core. And that is how you beat Crossroads, by separating them in each of the other spots there. Oh, you died once. So Thomas, did you understand the strategy that we were doing there? Thomas, did you understand the strategy that we were doing there? It was very similar to what we did in Spiral, but in Crossroads, we had to do it in 8 directions instead of 2. So, if you're ever playing the game by yourself, that strategy will work. The harder thing about Crossroads is that you have to do 8 directions instead of 2, what you have to do in Spiral. Spiral does have 4, in a way, because the air units come from 2 directions and the ground units come from 2 directions. So you're clogging up the streets by putting down the gaddies and the honeypots. They're stationary units that can't be pushed back by the tanks, but if you only had tanks there, the bigger tanks will push them out of the way and they'll make it pass. Their goal is to get close to your base and blow it up. Now the hardest one to play is the Last Stand. That one is endless. So as long as you make it past wave 1, you're going to win. But it'll still call it a defeat. But you are to last as long as you can there. And every wave they get bigger and better every time. I think... Yeah, I'm thinking I have to go to school. Yeah, because I'm going to late classes. I think I want to wait. I'd be okay with doing Crossroads or Spiral again, but Last Stand takes way too long. And if we do really good, it's going to take like over an hour. So which would you prefer, crossroads or spiral? Yeah, I like Last Stand too, but it takes forever and I have to go to school. Are you choosing spiral? So the assassins that you have on your loadout, again, we won't need that. We're pretty much just going to use your Gaddy, your Devastator, your Jumpers, and your Honeypots. It's up to you if you want to build a leveler. There's enough room that you could build your T99 and it won't hurt anything. But because I have an ultimate Goliath, it does more damage than your Goliath. But if you were playing by yourself, you would bring that one. So this is what we call a survival loadout. If I was playing skirmish, I would change all these things, but instead I can just press R1 and I can switch to a different loadout that helps me in versus battles. But instead, this is my survival loadout that I use. If you press triangle, there is a screen that has your parts on it. You're missing a lot of parts. Oh look, you got the Helix. Is the Paladin your favorite Airmech? Kinda. Yeah, I leveled up my Paladin to level 10. But I'm still trying to get my Warthog to level 10. It's almost at 7 right now, so I'll still keep playing this guy. So whatever Airmech that you want to play, this game is balanced enough to where you can use any Airmech and it's good. This is your skirmish? Are you saying your skirmish loadout? Well, I don't know about the T45, but if you need to have that on there. Okay, so what we will do, since we're doing spiral, and I've shown you how to do spiral before, you're going to take control over the bottom and build your defense. The similar strategy that I showed you is that I put Gaddies down first, and I put 4 of them, so it built a wall, and I put 4 honeypots in front of them. A lot of people think that you put the healing unit behind it, but the reason I put them in front is so they can heal the tanks more effectively. Are you saying nephew? I don't understand Nephis. Oh, nephew. Okay. So, do you feel ready? Hit start and we will play 2-player survival. Which Airmech are you going to bring? I'll start the timer. So you're going to go straight to the bottom and start defending. I will rely on you to defend the bottom, and I'll defend the top. I will assist you with the stasis mines, but you have everything else that you can defend your side with, okay? So in the first wave, they're going to attack the top side, the north side where I'm at, and they're going to attack the bottom south side where you're at on wave 2. So you'll have more time to set up. What's up, Call? What's up, Call? Alright, here they come. They're going to come to your side and start attacking. Oh, you haven't got yours built yet. You got to get 4 honeypots out here. Those jumpers aren't going to last. Try to get 4 honeypots so you can start building tanks soon. If you don't build a reliable defense, they're going to break through. Alright, you should have 4 gaddies, and you should put them in a line. And whenever you get level 6 or 7, I think you'll be able to build your Goliaths. Then you can start doing that. I'm going to take a few of these jumpers and have them to go to the other base. Don't get yourself killed going all the way to the edge. Okay, you should be on level to... Oh wait, no, you gotta get to level 9 to get the Devastators, yeah. So what I think you should do instead of building, I think you should be on the ground shooting so you can get that level faster. You also haven't built a leveler. The leveler is supposed to get your level higher faster. That way you can start building that Devastator. I'm good over here. This side is almost impenetrable. Oh, you're on level to build your Devastator, so expecting to see that Devastator soon. So now that you're on level, I can replace these and give us a generator. Oh, you need to use your buff that turns it red so you increase your offense, and then stay close to your dudes. Press square again because you're on yellow. That's a useless one. You don't need to take that upgrade because it increases speed. Press square again. Tom, yeah, there you go. Leave that one on. This is the good one. That one increases everybody's attack bonus. Careful, you're gonna die. Go heal. Ah, shit. You didn't build your tanks yet. I need you to build your Devastators. And you also build this backwards. You were supposed to have your honeypots in the front. There's a Devastator. Alright, I'm trusting you over there. This is the final wave, or, well, second from last wave. 9 is the final wave. Make sure you're building Devastators. If you want, you can build a Goliath. Just to have one there, but you'll have to eventually recycle it. Yes. Oh look, you got your Devastators. Now, there's a bonus and a defense bonus if your tanks are facing forward. So I'm just going to straighten them out for you. When you get your 4th one, set them in there. So now you should have a mounted defense over here. I'm going to build a generator for you. And you should be able to hold that area by yourself. Once you get your 4 Devastators, you are set. You're going to have more offense than I do. Hi, Galaxy.
Hey. I just got home from school.
Yeah, I've got to leave to school in a moment. Just came back from the pantry.
Okay. You think we'll be able to play like 1 or 2 games?
Say again?
You think we'll be able to play like 1 or 2 games together?
Yeah, I can get a couple of games. I don't think I can do Last Stand because it'll take forever and it's like the only game we'll play. But I can get more games in if I play the smaller ones. I'm playing with this new person, Thomas.
Thomas won.
I'll be on later tonight.
Okay.
Thomas, you got to defend your area.
Okay, so do you know about wind?
Oh my god, Thomas, they're breaking past. That's what you were over there for. Alright, Thomas, I'm mounting a defense to back up what you have. I'm going to need you to come over here, and you're going to take care of my secondary defense units.
So do you know when you'll be on later?
7 or 8 Central.
If you can get on at 7 at your time, I'll be able to, we can play for an hour, about an hour or 2.
Yep.
Cause I gotta get off around 8:30 your time.
Okay.
To get off at that time, but then
Thomas, I need you over here.
I'm on from about 10 p.m. to 3.
Thomas, I need you to come over here and land your buff. I need you to land on the ground and give me your attack bonus. Thomas, land on the ground. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, we almost lost it. So Thomas, the only thing I need you to build is Devastators.
Yeah.
No, I need you to stay on offense. That offensive bonus helps. Got him. I built this backup army just in case you needed help. Alright, so see this over here, Thomas? This is what you need to build. Thomas. Thomas, come over on my side that I was building on. I have 4 tanks here. I put a 5th one at the last second. And I have 4 honeypods and 4 gaddies. This is what you needed. If you couldn't build your Devastators fast enough, because it looked like you had 3, you would build Goliaths until you would get to the Devastators. And then you would take your extra Goliaths and set them across the street. Okay? Oh, you died 3 times. So one of the issues that you had... One of the issues that you had, Thomas, is that you built jumpers and you built too many. The only thing that I needed you to build was gaddies first and honeypots second. Let's see if we can get 3-player. I'm going to see if I can get a Galaxy in.
My internet was messing up.
Oh yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, I restarted my place, so it's fine now.
Yeah, sometimes you have to reset the application or the whole system.
Every once in a while, I know.
It's happening with everybody.
I know. I just restart the whole PlayStation. Said closing won't work.
Okay, you should have an invite.
Yeah. I know rest mode. I've tried just giving the rest mode and that don't work.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these PlayStations are designed to fail at this time, or if it's just like a software internet thing.
Probably my internet, because this is Avenue, because this is, well, like, I don't know. Well, I know it's not because of the PlayStation condition, because it's a new PlayStation. I got it this Christmas.
Okay. Let's try Crossroads.
So, how to do the setup.
Yeah, we'll do the bottleneck again. I've just shown Thomas how to do that. We just did Spiral. He was able to hold the lane for about 8 waves.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not hearing us? Galaxy? Can you hear us, Galaxy?
My PlayStation.
Oh, I can hear you break up. Well, I'm not sure if you're speaking, Galaxy, but we can't hear you well. Wow. So, Galaxy will be back in just a moment. I'm going to send him another invite, but he's probably got to reset his PlayStation, so just hold on one moment. So, Thomas, if you want to use that Airmech, we'll at least need you to set up your survival loadout on this one. Because you're also missing not just your parts, but you're missing an item. And you probably want to have a different guardian called the Energy Guardian. It could be heavy wind, but he may not have the same weather as you. Galaxy, you guys live across the road from each other? Plus net means. You're saying he bought shitty internet? Oh, Galaxy's out again.
I think I fixed it.
You think so?
Vermine.
Do you have an Ethernet cord that you can plug your internet box into your PlayStation? Galaxy? Holy crap sauce. This is dog sauce. We're missing our third.
Yeah.
You back? Galaxy? Okay. Let's see if we get Galaxy again. Oh, Galaxy's out again. Whatever it is, we'll have to play without him. Alright, Thomas, you can come to this game. So, Thomas, we're going to do skirmish now while we're waiting on Galaxy. These will be really quick. You can play whichever Airmech you want. I'm going to swap and go to a versus build out. Also because I'm trying to level up my Warthog. It's almost level 7. Okay, I guess we can use that. Got the perfect one. Oh, there's a slight drawback with what you got here. You're still missing an item, and I thought you had one on a moment ago. On the page where you would select your map or your pilot, at the bottom, there's a tool at the bottom left, and that's where you would put on an item. If you have enough kudos, you can go into the shop, go into limited time, or see what's on limited time, and buy the skull candy. It's 1,500 kudos, or the K-money. That would be a decent one I would suggest that you put on. Otherwise, I believe you already own the repair bot. Oh, you have the Neo too. Alright. I'm going to start us. Whenever you're ready, hit ready. So, I'm going to blitz them using a very high offense strategy. I'll say that if you want to, you can start supporting and building units at the main base, or you can take over the middle base once I take over the middle base. And then there's going to be a point where I'm going to call for you, and I might need your help to attack the main base if I make it there. Alright, now we're at a push. I could use your help pushing the main base. While we're attacking the main base, you're to attack the airmechs when they come over to support. If you shoot the airmechs, it distracts them from defending their base. And we win really fast. Alright. That was because I pushed a lot of offense on them. It was a blitz strategy. I think people call this a spamming strategy. So you built one unit, is what it said on there. If you build no units, you get an achievement. Let's try it again. So what I would say, if you want, you can build no units and just keep upgrading your airmech. Oh, I've already hit yes on mine. It's a 50-50 chance we could be at salt. Looks like we got dust. I'm going to do the same strategy. However, if you want, you can support my units. Don't get yourself killed. Alright, we killed both of those airmechs, so we're going to rush them now. Since they're weak, we're going to take their main base. Alright, I think I have to go to school now. $66. I got 2 kills, and none of us died. You built 1. Okay. Alright, Thomas, I will see you later. If you're on here later tonight, we can play. And everybody on the broadcast, good night.